Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas Tech's offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Defense looks like they're coming. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Fires deep on the run. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So TCU's offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him now.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Complete downfield. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know that.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Finds his tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Clay. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! With that last one, he's now up to 90 career rushing touchdowns.
Man, that is crazy to think about. To be that durable at the running back spot, to be in the lineup, running with juice, running with energy. 90 touchdowns is so crazy. What a career for this guy.
It's just so easy to be desensitized to it because we've watched this guy do it all throughout his career. But let's just take a moment and pause and appreciate the greatness that is 90 touchdown runs.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Good timing on the quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to run it left here. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up second down.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. The give out of the gun. Open space at the 25. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down right there.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on first down. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside the 10, here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Clay. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's dragged down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one.
Quarterback checking off. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
To throw, it's Hammond. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Spins away from one. Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
TCU.
They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. This time he's got his man. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Give to the back. At the 45 on its way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Ball in the air, intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Try and play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in the way.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit.
4th down.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad.
Got a lot of running room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That man coverage, when they get up in your face, that make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And it was a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Gonna run it. It's Cook. Runs through a tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Running back searching for a hole. Fakes his man out. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? And that's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's Hammond. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Hauls it in. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this guy has been so important to this defense and the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Quick strike complete. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on down's just a crushing blow at this point in the game. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The give and the run on 4th down. And the Horned Frogs get it past the sticks. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the grab over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Getting some heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. To the air. It's Hammond. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better. Next
touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on. They've stretched out this lead, and they're starting to smell their 11th win of the year. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? And the third down pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these